Hey everyone, welcome to JAHdropping Unfiltered. So today's episode is called The First 48, Soul Edition. We're going to be going over like Jessica's 21st birthday trip. You remember that?
Yeah.
Girl.
It was crazy.
That was our first trip international, crossing them waters, y'all.
Passports needed.
Right, I think we had to get your passport for that. It was a crazy adventure. The first 48 hours is goated. I mean, like, we could talk about this
For a while.
forever. It was good. It was legendary. So, just to start it off, I forgot how long it was. Jessica was like, I want to go to South Korea. I want to go to South. I'm like,
yeah.
You know what?
That's what I want to do for my 21st birthday.
Right, because we was like, what we going to do for 21? We got to go do something. Like, it was 2022. So, the tail end of COVID. Let it be known. It was not like the 12. It was like people, we still wore masks. But it wasn't like you really had, like, like it wasn't like deemed it, completely necessary. It was just like, we just still doing it. But, so we had to look up all the COVID rules to go over there.
Visas and stuff.
It was our first time doing visas. That was something. Mine came in late.
Ooh.
It was so stressful. I think mine got in like 3 days before the trip. I was stressed out.
Yes, and we was living like Larry before then.
Girl.
I just had to hustle.
Girl, we were. And
I be hustling.
We had just started Pilates a couple of months ago. We just started like 2 or 3 months ago.
I love her.
Jessica was in school, but like I think it was all online classes.
Yeah, or most online classes. No, all online classes.
And I had PCO, so I have to go off from work. But so the day comes for us. So we get the visas. We got the hotel, I done figured out where we're staying. Everybody was like, you got to stay in Myeongdong. Okay, cool. Say less.
Now, mind you, Jennifer is like the planner, and I just pay my money. So,
yeah.
Whatever money she needs, that's what I provide.
Mm-hmm.
Big mama type teas.
No, you're food coordinator, too.
I am food.
She's food coordinator. Okay, so boom. All that's done. Whew. This is before we had global entry and like TSA pre-check, so.
Need that. Global entry needed.
Global entry is it's on the top of my recommendation list for like travel must-haves.
Yes, especially if you're an international traveler, get that joint.
I mean, if you're a regular traveler, you might as well get it because you're going to get TSA too.
Yeah.
So.
But now certain airports want to give people pre-check privileges, which is crazy. But I mean.
Less stinky socks on the plane.
That too,
Okay, so boom.
And less chaos.
Where was I at? Okay, so don't have TSA pre-check. So we got to the airport early. It's our first time out here. We got to make sure we're going to make this flight. So we going out of BWI. It's our favorite airport.
Yeah. And it's like early in the morning.
It's super early in the morning. Like,
we do a morning of dawn.
We do morning flights. And then.
Or late night.
What happens after that is we go inside, right? We got like 2 bags each. We're flying Delta. I think we're flying Delta this time. And the lady at the desk that was checking us in, she was like, "Oh, how you doing? Where you off to?" And we're like, "Oh, we're going to South Korea."
Yeah, we're going to South Korea.
And she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Like, I am so happy for you guys. Like, I'm so proud of y'all."
And we were like, "Oh, well, thank you. We appreciate that."
Like, it was just like such a wonderful start to a trip. Like, and it's like, it's our first time going out the country together. It's just us two. And it just felt right at that moment. It was like, okay, we can do this. We'll make it through. We'll get back and have a great time while we're there. So, we're at the airport. Everything's fine. Bags aren't overweight. So.
Very important.
Very important. Bags aren't overweight. And we're going to, so we get to our gate. The flight, we got the window seats. That's just a must-have. We had to have the window seats.
Can I get a window seat?
And because it was Delta, you know, you always got like that second. I think we probably had a stopover in Atlanta because it's almost always Atlanta if we're flying Delta. And then we had the long flight to Korea. That first time, woo,
very long, and it was, I don't know, unprecedented. Maybe I wasn't prepared, but it was a very long flight.
It was the longest flight we've been on, like at that point ever. Like,
yeah,
because before that, the longest flight would have been, I would think, Hawaii.
Yeah,
and then California.
Yeah,
and oh my gosh, but long flight. But we had the window, so you already know we on that joint. Still slept.
Flying through the skies.
Pretty sure we ate a little bit because we eat enough to not, starve.
Not dissipate throughout the flight.
Yeah, that's a better way. Not dissipate. Cause,
disappear in the flight.
And then so we get there and, right, so boom. Very important when we land and you turn off airplane mode, then your network, your provider's like, hey, I see you landed here. You got this many gigabytes to use and da-da-da-da-da.
See, and my thing is this whole eSIM card thing, I don't understand.
That's not the eSIM card. That's from the service provider. That's from T-Mobile.
I know.
Okay, so boom.
But to mitigate that, you're supposed to have like a eSIM.
But see, we don't worry about that no more. So the eSIM don't even matter to us. So, boom, we land. I don't get that message. Jessica gets that message. So I don't have any cell service, but Jessica does. But then, of course, I get on the airport Wi-Fi and we get through immigration. We give them our little visa. Everything went fine. The hardest part of that airport experience was the fact that back then, after you got your bags, you had to get a COVID test at the airport.
Oh my God. You had to schedule a COVID test. Mm-hmm. And then you had to go to like this corner of the airport.
It was like down some stairs, off on the side.
In like the basement or something.
Yes. And there's a whole bunch of people there too. Like there's a whole bunch of people there. And we're all waiting. We're all looking for a seat. And then
you had to like leave your luggage on the side and just take your person.
Yes, you had to leave your luggage. I forgot about that. And then you go into the garage, and they got this little makeshift tent or station set up where the people are like through a screen swabbing you through your nose. And I mean, it was the deep swab, like that. It went
far. It went far into the nasal cavity.
To the point where you gotta shed a little tear. You gotta shed a little thug tear. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
But then after that, it was all good. We just got our luggage and left. And so then we got the taxi to the hotel. We found it like this, they had the international taxis. And they talked us into it. So we was like, you know what, we just getting here. I ain't doing nothing else. Let's keep it easy. Taxi to the airport. Now, Mr. Taxi Man.
Mr. Taxi.
Uncle was good looking.
And was fine. He was very fine. A Choctaw.
He got us there safely. Mm-hmm. I would recommend taxis. Freak it. Because why worry when you first get there? We make it to the hotel, and of course, we get to the hotel to check in. We need your passport. I cannot find my passport. I'm like,
oh
Jessica,
my God,
did I leave my passport?
We were frantically looking for the passport because by the time we got there, we were in like soul traffic, and then it was like so much before we even got to the hotel.
Like it was like an hour and 45 minutes.
So messy. It was a lot.
And then just to find my passport in like this hidden pocket in my backpack. Like
freaking out for no reason.
For no reason. I had it the whole time. And then boom. So we check in, everything's good. We use Expedia, so I had
love Expedia, love her.
I had pay when you stay, so I went and paid there. I advise you to do that because then you can pay in their currency. So I ended up paying in won. It was a couple dollars cheaper. And everything was fine. So we get up to our room. And I swear it had to be like 6 o'clock or something. Because it wasn't like real late in the evening. It wasn't like real early. And I think me and Jessica went, We looked at the room, was very excited. We had twin beds because we don't like to sleep in the same bed.
No. We too grown for that. Separate beds.
Mm-hmm. We look out the window, y'all. We could see Seoul Tower from the window. It was so nice. And it had a little desk, a little space. So everything's cool. So we like, okay, well, the street right behind us. And we go and walk down Myeongdong Shopping Street.
That happened that first night?
Yes, because remember we ate some of the street food that night.
Oh. Y'all, I don't remember because I was so tired from all of that.
We got some street food. We ate a little bit, a little nibble. And then we took a nap. And that nap was actually sleep.
Yeah, it was a lot of sleep.
It was a lot of sleep.
Tired.
I think we woke up at like 1 a.m. Yeah, so we woke up at like 1 a.m. and we started chatting. Shameful. Oh, we were chatting it up. We were having a debrief on everything that happened. You know what? The debrief went even deeper than that. Because then we started talking about
life
everything. Everything going on in life.
Motivation and inspiration to keep going.
Period. We was going in. Like, we was talking for like, I gotta be like 3 hours. We was watching the sun come up. We had some Sonic. They had Netflix already signed in on the TV, so we had like Sonic Boom going on in the back. It was lit. We had a good time that night. And then we went back to sleep, of course, eventually. And took another nap, sleep. And then we woke up. So this whole time, I'm realizing, I'm like, yo, I don't have cell service. Like, what am I going to do? My phone is basically useless. So I'm on Google like, what am I supposed to do?
And I gotta hold it down because my phone got the cell
service.
Right.
Hers the only one with the cell service, but it was very questionable then too. It was very questionable too.
Question marks everywhere.
So then I'm like, okay, eventually I figure out that you can get a pocket Wi-Fi. And I'm like, Jessica, I feel like this is the best bet for us. And I'm like, if we go somewhere, because we already knew we were going to Busan later on in the trip, we can use our electronics on the train. You know, we got Wi-Fi. Everywhere we go, we got Wi-Fi. So, and you can have like up to 6 devices on it. So we always like pocket Wi-Fi. I'm like, but Jessica, you gotta get it at the airport. She's like, okay, we're gonna get it today. You know, so at least both. Then we'll have 2 working phones. We gotta go. We'll just go up there. They say you can take the train up to the airport. And
I would say that was a mistake, but it was just we were underinformed. We were uninformed about how to get to point A to point B. But carry on.
The bad part was that we didn't know about this beforehand. Like when we were already at the airport. Like, cause we could have been got it. We could have got it before we left. And yeah, so this is day 2. So all that, the sleeping, waking up, that's just all that is the first day.
The first day on Korean soil.
For real. Like, let's say half day. Like, we landed at, let's say, like, 2, 3 o'clock. We didn't get back. We got to the hotel at, like, 6. Went to sleep. Woke up. Talked for 3 hours. Went to sleep. Woke up the next day. Jessica, we got to go hit the airport. But we're from the DMV. We know how to use the metro. We know how to read a map. Little did we know. So, we get dressed. It had to be, I'm saying we leaving at like 1 o'clock because we went to go find something to eat because, you know, we're hungry.
Gotta start the day off right with some lunch.
With some lunch. I believe this is the first day of lunch that we found our spot. The Myeongdong Pizza.
Now, who is awarded? They have at least like 5 years of like awards. Mm-hmm. I done seen it at Myeongdong Pizza.
Every time I go up the elevator, you will see that thing. They're awarded.
They let you know.
But the way we got to the awarded spot was crazy. So we were looking up places to eat by the hotel, walking distance, because, you know, I'm hungry. I'm trying to eat now.
I know where this goes.
We found this like pasta place. And we get to it. It's not, I think it was an Italian spot.
Yeah.
Oh, we go in there. There's already people in there. Let it be known. there's people at tables. People are eating. And we come in there and they're like, oh, we're not seeing anybody else. All the staff's about to go on lunch.
Now, and here's my confusion. How is everybody going to go on lunch? Is that not... and then my next question is this the same crew from morning to night? Like y'all don't have a day shift, night shift type of situation?
Like no
what's
intermediate, like no...
Like, what do you mean? Like, you just going to close down? And then you going to close down at lunch?
Yeah.
How y'all going to close down at lunchtime?
Y'all got lunch as food. Like, y'all don't have breakfast as your food. So, whatever.
Or y'all should have just opened at 5 o'clock like everybody else.
You know? Oh, good.
But anyway.
We're hungry. And then somehow, me and Jessica managed to find our pizza spot. And we haven't left yet. That joint is legit.
Oh, real business. An establishment.
You know what I mean? Got their own flow in the spot. Bathroom there. Pizza divine. Now, we found our spot. We eat. Ooh, yes. Feeling good. Ooh. Somebody take this down. Screenshot this. Make sure we come back here because it's in walking distance to the hotel. Then now we're full. Okay, it's time to start the adventure. We got to get to the airport. Easy peasy. Do we check the map?
No.
No, of course not. We don't even know how to really use the navigation app because you had to use Cacao Maps, correct?
Or like Naver Maps.
Yes, that's it. Naver Maps. We don't understand Naver Maps. So here we are.
Ooh.
They're like, you need to get to this station. We're checking the map. We're like, this is the route. We start following the route.
No. That was the longest time I've ever been on the train ever.
I think that's the most train stations I've ever been to. Like, and remember, we was going through train stations that you had to go down some stairs, past a mini mall underground. Remember that one?
Yes.
You had to go past the mini mall underground, past the food court, just to get to the next station. Like, it was insane.
Those underground train stations do not play. They're secretly huge. They're like an ant colony underneath of all the tunnels and stuff.
And then you want to look around, but it's like, I need to go catch my train. All right, so boom, we're going to catch the train. Now, I mean, we're going through station after station after station after station. And eventually, we checked the map. We're like, we've been on here for a while. We should have been there by now. And we get to one of those train stations. You know when you're at the end, like towards the ends.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets to those open air train stations where there's no roof.
Yes.
There's just little shades. We get to one of those and we're like, we're going the wrong way. Like, we're going the wrong way.
Like, we got on the train and nobody was there. We were still on the train when it was rush hour and kids were leaving school. And then we got back on the train from the airport. And then by the time we got back, it was like 7 o'clock.
Well, that's just the whole journey because we didn't even get to the airport yet. Like, we had got to that train station. It was like, oh, we've gotten too far. And then we got to get the remap to the airport. And we finally got to the airport.
Ridiculous.
So we get to the airport. We get the pocket Wi-Fi. It's not as much as you think it is. It's pretty cheap for real to have like Wi-Fi everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and
not having to rely on people's shady Wi-Fi since, Wi-Fi is sketchy and you get hacked and stuff if you on public Wi-Fi. So I be listening to the tips. I care about internet safety.
Yeah, not like back in the day. Not like back in the day.
Identity theft.
I was like, internet safety, that's from back in the day.
Had no internet safety.
Growing up in the early 2000s, there was no internet safety. Early to late 2000s.
Tangie, real quick, what do you mean YouTube has a kids section? There ain't used to be no kids section. Everybody watched the same YouTube. Crazy.
Okay, so tangent over, but we finally get the pocket Wi-Fi. So boom, we on the way back. And on our way back to the hotel, because, as Jessica said, it's like 5, 6 o'clock now. We left at like 1. We've been on there for like 4 or 5 hours. That's how lost we were.
On the train.
And she's on the way back on the same. What you say to me, Jessica?
I don't remember it.
Okay, yo, she gonna hit me with we've been on the train all day. We've been on this train all day. Yeah, got us lost. We was on here all day. And I'm like, it wasn't all day.
Yes, it was. When I saw people come into the train with suits and kids with school uniforms, I said, "Oh no, we on the train with the kids going to cram school. This is ridiculous."
It was dark by the time we got back.
I was like, ridiculous.
No, it wasn't all day.
Lies, it was all day.
She was so mad, and I did get us lost. I just didn't want to admit to it. So we're getting off the train, right? This is when everything gets real good.
Yeah,
this is on some next level. You know, you got to be in tune with the universe stuff. So boom, we get off the train.
Oh, mind you, morale is low because we've been on the train all day. So
morale is super low.
So sadness is in the air.
It's like, I felt like I wasted my day.
Yes. Yes.
It felt like I wasted our first day in Seoul, like on the train, trying to get some pocket Wi-Fi because my phone won't connect. And so we getting off the train, and as we're getting off the train, sad, just hurt. There's this lady walking up to us.
But never miserable.
Not miserable. We weren't miserable. We were sad and hurt. And so the lady's walking up to us. And me and Jessica's looking, and she looks American. Not like that, but like we could tell.
That she's not from there.
That she's not from there. And she's walking up to us. And I'm like,
we're like, please, no. We got lost on the train all day. We cannot help you. We wish we could, but we can't. Please.
We're actually whispering that to each other, like as she's walking up to us, like, girl, we just got lost. I hope she doesn't ask us for directions. Like literally, we said that like verbatim. Like
we can't.
We can't.
Respectfully,
like I just got lost. So she walks up to us. And she's like, do you speak English? And then I swear we sighed for a second, like, oh, Lord. She's about to ask us. And we're like, yes. And she's like, so do you want to, like, go to a club tonight? And we're like, huh? Like, this
ain't not the question I thought she was going to ask. But, I mean, let's see where this goes.
So she goes on to tell us, she was like, I'm here on vacation with my family, with my sibling. And they left. I'm trying to go to the club. We was at the club the other day, and it was really cool. It was really popping. We had a section, but, it's very demure over here. It's very, cutesy bop in the club. She said, but I want some of that, like, VIP energy that, she's like, I want somebody that's going to twerk. And we're like, oh, well, I'm going to do that. Like,
that's what I do. I do that regularly for free.
I do that in my living room. I do that in the car. Like, I do that. That's us. And we're like, what? And she's like, yeah, like, I have a table tonight. If you want to come, it's free. Like, I just want to have fun with some people, like, and enjoy the music and have a great time. And we're like,
please, we will be there. We shall see you.
Right? We're like, okay. We're like, yes, awesome, cool. She's like, you could tell, like, she's like a little bit older than us. And we're like, yeah, let's do it. She's like, oh, where y'all staying? We're like, oh, we're like right around the corner. And she's like, oh, me too. We're like, awesome. She's like, so what time should we meet up? Like midnight? And we're like, midnight? What you mean midnight? Like, back home, clubs close at 2 a.m., party over at 2 a.m. She's like, it's not gonna be over till 5. We're like, 5?
Okay. A.m.? In the morning?
She was like, yeah, let's just meet right here, like at this little train station stuff. And then we're like, okay. We exchanged Instagrams. And then, of course, we had to send the Instagram handle out to the, to the little group chat at the time, and be like, hey, something happened to us.
Get Liam Neeson on the case. Tell him to come find us.
Send this to my brother, for real.
Send this to my father so he can come get me.
So
Taken style.
And then after we do that, right? So, I forgot to say this. So earlier in the day, as we're walking around hungry, starving, trying to look for some food, we come across this skincare store. And Essence skincare store is a 17 bag. Like, they had this bag on display and it has like one of our favorite K-pop groups, 17 on it. And Jessica's like, oh my gosh, 17's on that bag. As we're walking around looking for food. She was like, huh. Okay, cool. Like, that's interesting. And after that, so then later on that evening, we're walking past that store again, one of the many of them. And the lady's like, they passing out the masks outside, trying to get people to come in. And so I'm like, I'm gonna take the mask. We need to go. We was like, let's go buy some skincare to begin the trip. And if we like it, we can buy some more at the end. So we go in there. She's super nice. She's telling us what we should get with everything for our routine. And just really loving it. She was super cool, speaking in English. Awesome. And I'm like, okay, I'm about to go pay. So I'm at the register paying for our stuff, getting the passport. We doing separate payments. It was like a thing. So I'm just the only person at the register. Jessica, what was you doing? You was looking at something, right?
Yeah, I was just like walking around the store and just looking at different products that they had.
Now talk about the turning point of this shopping trip.
Oh, so I was just humming some K-pop song that came onto the radio. And then the sales lady who was talking to us, she was like, oh, yeah, like you like K-pop? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, 17s are ambassadors. And I was like, oh, yeah, we love 17, period.
We had just saw the 17 concert.
Yeah, we had just saw Face the Sun in D.C.
Like 2 weeks before that.
Yeah.
And we told them that too.
Yeah.
And so, boom, we all start talking. They're like, who's your bias? Oh, for real? I love him. And then here comes the good part. And then, so the lady at the register is talking it too. So all four of us are talking right now about 17 at the same time. And so she starts pulling out these freebies. Oh my gosh. I wish I could hang out. Okay, we got one in the kitchen. So she pulls out the 17 bags. She was like, here, y'all can get these 2 for free. And she gives us 17 bags, right? And she starts putting our products in it. The same bags Jessica was talking about earlier that day we saw when we were hungry and walking. It was like, oh my gosh. So she's like, here, we can give this one to you. And then she starts pulling out these 17 face masks, puts those in there for free. Then she grabs, they got this whole drawer of little sample toners and essences, grabs handful, puts that in the bag. I mean, y'all.
The bags were heavy.
It was like at least a sandwich bag full of toners and essences out that little handful. And it was and then if you watch our videos, I believe it's in our workout video and any other one that's going to be in our living room, they also gave us these 17 posters. They're like their brand's exclusive posters. So she was like, who's your bias? And I'm like, June. And she grabs one and she's like, here. And Jessica's like, she's like, who's your bias?
And I'm like, Wanu.
Grabs that, puts it in there. And then she's like, anybody else? I'm like, anybody else? I'm like, oh. He's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
You got Joshua? She's over there. Yeah. Here you go.
Like, Jonghyun, like, I got him. And
he's like, yeah. He's like, here.
And then S-Coops.
Right, she was like, one of them was like, S-Coops. We was like, okay, cool. And there we go. So then she gave us the posters and then a discount on our stuff. It was so awesome. Like, it was such a great experience. They really like set it in for us. It was awesome. And it was just a moment where we just got to be like, as fangirling. Like, it was cool. And he was talking about the music. It was like, what's your favorite comeback? Oh, it was just, we was in there talking for a second. So now we have spirits. Morale is back up. Okay? Morale is back. We eat something. I think we might have got some ramen that night. I don't know. And we go back to the room. So it's around, let's say, 7 o'clock now. Whew. We take showers. Jessica's like, I'm going to take a nap. I'm like, bro, we got a couple hours when we're going out. She's like, yeah, I'm taking a nap.
The nap will come in handy as the rest of the story goes on. Just keep that in mind. And proceed.
So Jessica goes to take a nap. I'm like, well, somebody has to stay up, to make sure we're actually up. Which, I mean, it's just like we got certain things that just happens. Okay.
Get your mind right.
You know, because I was getting real excited.
Take your time. Take your time, Pastor.
Okay, so I'm up and I'm just like, ooh, what am I going to wear? Ooh, what looks good? So I'm just going through my bags. We got bags of things. We overpacked to the max this time. We just knew we was going to change outfits like 3 times a day. Like, that's how much we packed. And I'm trying stuff on. I'm doing a little makeup. I'm fixing my hair. And then eventually I'm texting her, like, ooh, when we going to meet? Oh, you getting dressed? Okay. And then eventually I wake Jessica up, like, okay, nap's over. You got to get dressed. Jessica gets on her little outfit. She had on a cute little coordinated fit. It was real cute.
Period.
And she does her hair. So let it be known, Jessica had got her hair nice and done before this trip. So it was flat iron. It was giving that silk.
Oh, no. Oh,
like,
no.
Body. Okay. And
in remembrance. In remembrance. Fly high. Fly high, silk press, fly high.
Yo.
I'll meet you in the clouds one day.
We get dressed and we go down to meet her. And we're like, okay, let's just take a taxi together. As I'm like, I mean, it's a taxi. That's safe. We're all in it. The taxi man's there too.
Honk.
And it's so cool. So we're in. Huh?
No. Honk. Hit the collection.
So we're in the taxi, we're talking, and we're vibing, y'all, like, hard. Like, she is so cool. Like, she's like, yo, I'm y'all big sister for the evening. Like, I got y'all. It's gonna be so much fun. And we were just talking about life and everything, like bonding. It was like autumn. Like, she had to be an air sign or something. Like, I wish I know. That's Nessa. If we ever, see each other again.
You know,
we gotta go out to dinner.
Not dinner.
Cause it was a moment. Like, it was a moment. It was a vibe.
It was a moment.
Like, she was the bomb. Like, she was the bomb all evening.
Bomb.com.
Put us on. Like, it was everything. Okay, so then we get to the club. So where was it? Etowan? Yes.
Etowan.
We didn't even get it. So we haven't been there yet. Cause the only place we've been since we got here is the airport. And we walk in.
To and from.
It's people out on the street. Like, we just like, ooh. And we finally get to the club. She's like, she talks to the girl outside. And they take us in. And we're at the table right by the booth. Right by the DJ booth.
Yeah, in that little section.
We had a little corner spot, yo. So we had tables on 3 sides. Because it was in like that back booth. It was like boom, boom, boom. And then table inside, and they bring out champagne, okay, for the table. Patron,
like a G6,
some like type of pink liquor, and
is that Pete Whitney?
It was some. It had to be some. And then they had a mixer, and so Jessica, and so we get, we start drinking. We get the champagne first because my girl, she high class. She was like, I drink champagne. And we just like, shoot, we don't really drink at all. So let's do this champagne thing. And we finished the bottle of champagne. The music is going. And we out here, ooh.
Standing on the booth.
And then, boom, the Patron gone. And she like, I'm about to order another bottle of champagne. And we like, what? Hey, champagne, it's lit. I mean, we standing on, all 3 of us standing on top of the lounge, on top of the seats. We just partying. It was amazing. We were dancing from the time we got in there to the time we left. Like,
yes,
it was
crazy.
Eventually, I go to the bathroom and then do a little lap around the club to see, who all up in here.
To get the vibe. Like, what's going on?
And then boom.
You never know.
So then I come back to the table and there's 2 girls here. And I'm like, where these 2 girls come from? And Jessica come up, she's like, they cool. I'm like, oh, cool. Hey, it's lit. So, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then I do a little wrap around. And then all of a sudden, as soon as I do my wrap around, people want to leave. As soon as I do my little wrap around, it's time to go. I'm like,
you did it towards the end.
They was still partying. We were gonna stay the extra 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, we did stay until they started like kicking people out.
True.
But we did start moving away because everybody was like, oh, we're gonna go to the bathroom, we about to leave out, we're gonna eat, you know, anybody can find something, pay something out. But so now it's 5 of us. Is that right? Yes, 5. It's 5 of us together now at the end of this party.
Only 5 needed. If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we danced the night away. Me and Jessica, I mean, we put back like two, maybe 3 bottles of champagne. I really can't even remember how much we was drinking. A whole bottle of Patron. But we was sharing a Patron with people. You know, that's how, you know, you get the people lit. Because we was having the party lit too. Let everybody know. We was bringing a party out. I mean, for real, we shut it down. The 3 of us. Okay, 5 leaving. And we all just, you know, that walkout with your girls, that one you seen back on the old sitcom.
Girlfriend.
Like, yes.
Yeah, through
thick and thin. And
don't that joint kind of sound like the Reading Rainbow joint? Reading Rainbow.
I think because they're both got a soothing background. It's like, they're both soothing.
Yeah.
So
that jazz,
we're
that
walking,
class.
We're having fun, we're talking, we're flirting with the guys on the streets. Like,
yes.
It's it. We walking past people like, oh my gosh, y'all look so pretty, y'all look so dope, you know? And then, did you make a friend there? No, that was at the food place. So
no, but I did see like 2 Brazilian girls, and they were like, yeah, cute. And we had a little conversation, and they were like models, and they were like, yeah, you looking real good, and da-da-da. I was like, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
No, for real. Like, it was lit.
It was real
awesome.
lit. And I was real lit. Like, everything was lit.
Everything was lit. Partying in Seoul is lit.
It's lit.
Like, I highly recommend.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got the nightlife.
Yeah. My favorite so far. Okay. And then boom. We're having that great time. We're walking. We're all talking. It was awesome. We're like, now we're bonding as a group. Like, the 5 was just colliding. And the 2 girls that we met at the club, they take us to get some food. What did we get?
It was like some wrap, miscellaneous wrap thing.
It had to be it was like some type of wrap.
Yeah, it was a wrap. I don't really know what it was.
Okay. Yeah, it was a wrap. You know, I got a picture of it. You got to be subscribed to Patreon to see this picture of it, because this picture now is a very sensitive photo.
Oh God!
Because it goes back to Jessica's hair.
No.
Now, remember, it was on flat.
No.
When we first got there. By the time that night was over,
it went from like flat to like 4 inches high.
Girl,
puffy.
She sweated that thing out. She sweated
that thing out. It looked like a sponge.
And I got on these
lashes.
It
just soaked up. Like,
girl, I got my lashes are all, woo. It is like the perfect, you know, we had a time that night photo. So you subscribe to the Patreon, you might be able to see that. You might be able to see that. You know, we'll put it on there.
Yeah.
Because that photo won't go nowhere else.
Don't put that on the internet either. Don't do a screenshot and put it on the internet. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Please.
But so we get to the spot, and our big sister, she was like, I got y'all. And we like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. She paid for our wrap. We all ordered our food. We sat down. And somehow, at some point, as I'm helping to order the food, Jessica is making another friend.
Oh, because I was like, well, while we were walking there with those 2 girls, because you and Nessa was in the front with one girl, and I was in the back with the other. Mm-hmm. And then eventually, I was the last to sit down, so I sat at the end of the table. Mm-hmm. And then the girl I met, she was ordering with her friends. And then I turned around because, you know, I'm being nosy and I'm drunk. And I'm like, oh. And then we kind of like, we lock eyes. And then she starts talking and I start talking. And she was like, yo, what's your Instagram? And I'm like, yeah, here you go, bro. Like, yeah, that was crazy. That's what happens when you're drunk and nosy. Friendship.
And I didn't even know about that because I was talking to our group. So the food was good. Like, I don't even know what we ate, but it was good. It was busting that day. Like, it was awesome. It was eating that day. It was big
Everything was awesome.
Everything was awesome. Yo. And then it's time to go. And it's like 5 a.m. It's like 6 a.m. now. It was at 5 a.m. when the club closed, 6 a.m. now when we were eating. And then after that, the girls are like, oh, we got to work tomorrow, so we're about to head home. And we're like, okay, cool. I mean, we on vacation. Nice to meet y'all. Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah.
And, big ups. And then, shoot. Okay. Nessa she finds us a ride back home. And during this ride back home, I go to sleep in the taxi. But you know who did it? Jessica. Why, Jessica?
Because I took that nap.
It all goes back to that nap. So now, we know we're going to get back safely because Jessica's in charge of our safety. Because I'm sleeping. Because I'm tired.
Yeah.
That's just sister things. Look out for each other,
And then we got back to our hotel.
And went to sleep.
Well, I was up and stuck for a couple hours watching Sonic Boom.
No.
And then I went to sleep.
It was that type of drunk where, like, when you lay down, everything starts swirling. And I, had to willpower myself to sleep. Because I can't keep doing this.
You had to use your spiritual pressure.
I had to put that thing. I was like,
your chi.
Girl, found my senses and just, went to sleep.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm going to just turn to the side. And then hope and pray I go to sleep.
What was our reward for all of that fun we had that night before?
Hangover.
Meanest hangover the next morning. The meanest. The only thing, we woke up at 2 p.m. that next morning, 3 p.m. And the only other thing we did that day was go eat. And we didn't even eat something. And the food we had, it was okay.
It was like a stew.
It was
like a stew.
It wasn't no stews. It wasn't bad. It didn't taste bad. It was just not what I wanted after being drunk.
I wanted some ramen. Some ramen.
I think that's eventually what we went back to get, too. Because we were, still hungry. But that was all we did that day when we went back to sleep. So,
thank y'all for joining us.
That was the first 48 in Seoul. Jessica's 21st birthday. The whole trip is unforgettable. But the first 48 hours, it really set the tone of the trip.
Yes.
It
did what needed to be done in a timely fashion.
It was just, and none of that was planned. That's one of my favorite parts about that. None of that was planned. Everything happened
spontaneously.
My phone just so happened. Every time after Korea, my phone works whenever we get there. The T-Mobile comes in. We also know to get a pocket Wi-Fi too. But it's just because that happened, then we had to go to the airport that next day. And then we got to meet Nessa. And then after that, we got to go to the club. And that was the only time we went to the club that trip. Because it just took it out of us. The hangover was too mean. It was just awesome. And then the 17 bags, we still use those bags. We use them in the grocery shop.
It's called sustainability. Caring about the environment. Reusable bags.
You see, we part of the movement. And yeah, thanks for listening in. Next time, you're going to get the rest of this story. Because it just keeps getting crazy. All our travel stories just always got a little sprinkle of je ne sais quoi. A little sprinkle of extra.
Thank y'all for joining us. This has been JAHdropping Unfiltered. See ya.